the AK at 3 now as well. Oh, God. What is that?
Well, it's 3 maps now between Wide Swing and I Sleep, and there's certainly no sleeping going on here between myself and Pilly. We are certainly ready for this matchup. Map 3, I can't believe it. That was a double overtime. There was, to be fair, quite a few opportunities for Wide Swing to finish that off before we even got sort of too far down the rabbit hole. But they didn't manage to do it in regulation time. They did manage to get over the line in OT, for iSleep, they really only had that one opportunity to finish the match off with. They didn't manage to take hold of with both of their hands, and they sort of just let it slip. So here we are into map 3, which is Inferno, if I remember correctly. Pretty impressed that I can do that at this time of night. The wheels are turning pretty slowly today, unfortunately, but we are going to get into Inferno. And you sort of said like that map is one that, again, kind of could go either way. Like I sort of think the same thing for Dust 2. We did have a bit more faith in iSleep on Nuke, but Inferno and Dust 2 are the kind of maps where everyone seems to know how to play them these days.
It's up in the air, yeah.
Really can go either way, particularly with the way that, for example, All Might with the AWP on Dust 2, if he's able to come in, and he's not even the primary AWPer, right? Forgive the overused meme, right? But he's come in there as the secondary AWP. And now he, pretty much is, because Panic was like, at some points in regulation time there, when they didn't have enough money for 2 AWPs, just giving it over to All Might, which, I mean, you could do that on Inferno as well.
Yep. I mean, potentially. I don't think AWP is going to be as impactful on Inferno that it will be on Dust 2.
Yep.
He's liable to do the same thing with the rifle, though, to be fair.
I guess that's true. Or a pistol.
Yeah, or any weapon.
Whatever floats your boat.
Yep. So it's going to be interesting. I mean, it's going to come down a lot to who wins that knife round, and obviously, once you're getting a little bit later into the night here, sometimes it can be a little bit harder to roll through on the T side of Inferno from time to time. You know, sort of going through the motions, whereas the CT side might be a little bit more in the comfort zone. Then again, though, you know, imagine it's 12:30 a.m. The B executes coming in. You're sitting at new box trying to hold an angle, waiting for someone to peek you. Then someone just one bees you with a creek.
Then
that could definitely happen.
You get flashed, and you're like, great, here's my chance for a micro sleep. And then like 5 seconds later, you open your eyes, but you're already dead.
I mean, if you're conserving your energy enough to win the round following with the Deagle.
All I'm saying is, if you can crash a car because of a micro sleep, which is a thing, by the way, you can definitely lose a game of Counter-Strike because of a micro sleep as well.
Call a technical pause. Stop, revive, survive, okay?
That's it.
Don't be irresponsible.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 100%.
And wash your hands in this day and age. You got to go like this, and then you got to go like this. You got to do all over. Yep, bit of that.
Yep.
Bit of this, bit of that, have a bit of fun with it. Go backwards and forwards.
Yep.
You know, do the... we are the dancing queen, young and sweet, only 17. And then... There you go. Public service announcement from Elfish Guy. You're only going to get this kind of content at about 12 a.m. in the morning. Once we hit 12 a.m. in the morning, it's silly time on the broadcast. And thankfully, we are going to be heading into the game. iSleep and Wide Swing to save you from...
I don't even know if the map's ready or whether the director's just gone, nah, that's enough of them on camera. Blow the graphics up. Oh, boy. Good. You know what, Jordan? Memes aside, we're not... Like, you know, sometimes I'm in the first series and I'm like, oh boy, this could go for a while. And then I've got another series to cut. We're in the last map of the night.
I know, it's, you know what?
Whenever we get to the last map of the night, I'm like, woo!
Yeah, we're good.
This is going to be a good one.
This is going to be 8 overtimes.
8? Only?
Only 8.
That sounds cruisy to me, Jordan.
Yeah, that's like just another day in the office.
Easy.
Okay, the news is that... Well, I was told who won the knife round, but I've actually forgotten in the 10 seconds because my brain's not working. iSleep won CT side for them. Okay, there we go. So, look, that's good, I guess. Inferno doesn't really matter hugely, I don't think.
Oh, you've been lied to. Oh, wait, no. Sorry, Wide Swing is not what you said. It was iSleep.
I said iSleep won the knife round and started CT.
I think iSleep.
iSleep is starting on CT side.
Yeah, I think I'm sleeping.
Oh, I think you sleep indeed as well.
All right. Well, last map of the night, Jordan. Come on, mate. Let's see what Wide Swing are going to do with their pistol. They're a little totem pole in towards the bottom of Nana there. Seeing if any CTs will push down into the double stack. No one has, though. No one's obliged them, Jordan. They were waiting for a while. They're getting impatient. They're going to move up Banana now. It's the one smoke and the flash. Surely the smoke on CT and the God flash over the roof. Either that or Wide Swing's just going to go in dry.
All Might just ducks under a few shots from the USP there. Ferg cops a big one into the head as well. All Might with his classic P250 on the pistol round. We saw the damage that can do on Dust 2. Has opened the account here as well on Inferno. B site has now a bomb planted on it. Valhalla did drop though. Good control of the construction being taken by Wide Swing, who definitely looking good in this pistol round. 4 versus 3. And Plix gets the head from Dirty. It's just Tot and Noisier to try and salvage this one. And there you go. Pistol round is going to go the way of Wide Swing.
Very cruisy.
iSleep's going to have a bit of work to do to get back into this half. Once again, could be off to a slow start.
Yeah, should see a force out of them here, surely. No? They're actually not going to force on Inferno. What? Yeah, they are.
Big nades. Let's go.
I
5
like
nades.
this. I love the P250 nades.
Yeah, me
with
too.
the smoke. Moe's going to save for that 4th round investment with the AWP. The spots one that T-stairs there. Nice nades. Bit of chip damage onto Valhalla. Wide Swing now. Still have some control of Banana, but flash up the top is surely going to be those nades dropped by Ferg and Noisier. There you go. Double over the top. Ooh. See you later, mate.
Goodbye.
He never even got to see anybody.
I got to say, I feel like Valhalla's been having a pretty rough day.
I mean, he didn't see a single soul. All he felt was pain.
He's in Valhalla now.
Probably not. That was a pretty pitiful sort of
True.
fight. In all things considered, probably hasn't earned his spot there.
Rough. One more nade there for Moe as well. He's over toward A. Has been thrown out now. Does just a tiny tickle onto Plix. But hey, this is a winnable situation for iSleep. As long as they don't over-rotate to B, which I mean, Dirty's on the way.
Is it an over-rotation if that's where the bomb's heading?
No. I thought the bomb was going to go into A.
Checkmate.
Smoke's gone down. Nice timing.
Absolutely. CZ and P250. I think Ferg's just anti-flash on top of second orange.
He is indeed. There'll be a smoke into CT for Wide Swing. They'll start to work their way through. All Might. Cops a bit of damage. And Ferg. It's Noisier actually that gets 2. Ferg swung. Caused enough of a distraction to give Noisier that opportunity. And wait, did Ferg get a kill as well? Or...
It was a nade earlier.
It was the nade earlier. That's right.
Yep.
Man,
it's that time of night.
I'm a goldfish. 3 versus 2 though. No defuse kit for iSleep, and I don't think either of the B defenders had one. So they will have to move pretty quickly here. Panic at the back of the site probably has been spotted. Iron may yet be unseen, and he'll be the one that'll do the damage. The Galil does get 3.
Vintage Iron. That's the kind of post plan we're used to from him.
Yeah.
Easy 3K. iSleep now. Going to take the full save, but that's some pretty damn good damage onto that T-side economy, Jordan. I'll tell you that. What a nice guy Iron is. He's just dropped Valhalla the Galil, and he's just going to hold that CZ for this round. He's given someone his primary weapon, and he's going to let him have it. Okay, we're just busting out carpets, I guess. Fair enough.
Iron's in trouble, that is for sure. Maybe not. Helped out by Panic. It was the guys that busted out carpets that were actually in a bit of trouble because they did lose one there. Dirty's also caught Iron finally. So these rounds haven't exactly been free for Wide Swing.
No, lots of damage inflicted. Plenty of Mach 10 kills as well. Galil's picked up. Reinvestment here from the T side will be costly.
Yeah, luckily they are the T side though. But if, you know, if this was like the CT start, imagine Wide Swing was on CT, they won the pistol, they had those same rounds where they lost the same amount of guns.
Yeah.
Like, they'd be really in trouble.
Yep.
But they seem to be okay here on the T side. See how these next couple of rounds do go though, because that'll tell us a lot. Moe starts off with the AWP. Ooh, a little bit of presence over toward Banana from both sides. Iron probably doesn't have to invest the smoke here. But he's definitely ready to. Ferg's got All Might as well. A little bit more spam through would probably be the end of Iron.
Other spam through the smoke. Bottom Nana from Noisia. This round's going cruisy as you'd like.
Surely they get Iron. If they can get the other two, they can get Iron.
They don't even need him.
No, they don't, but he's gotten out alive. So he's breathing a sigh of relief, I guess.
Tot's still got 2 flashes, though. Dirty's got a flash. If they wrap jungle side, those flashes should be easy for Moe to clean up a couple. I think this is just pretty much as clean as you'd like from iSleep. There would have to be some kind of a misplay in the late round or some big play from one of these players on wide swing to make this an expensive round. If you iSleep, you want to lose like 1 gun here max. There's the Moto smoke. There's the one way for Tot. Looking pretty good.
Yeah, I'm not sure that Iron gets too much done here. That's almost the perfect start for iSleep in the gun round. Obviously, they would have liked to have kept Tot's gun up there as well, but keeping 4 as good as you could hope for. And if they can continue that, we are in for a good CT side. Money is broken enough for wide swing that they have to save.
Yeah.
Should only be the single eco.
Yeah, it should be a single eco. It's such a clean round from iSleep as well that it de-incentivizes you to force. There's a nades to the top of Banana. Haven't really done very much.
Well, the nades from the CT side certainly did.
Sure.
That's what I like about Inferno. The grenades, like the HE nades, seem to really have more effectiveness on Inferno than any other map. Which is like obviously natural given the way that the map is structured. But it's just nice to see a little bit of variety.
Yeah. I think if you made another map like that nowadays, people would think it was stupid.
Yeah, another very corridory kind of map.
And they were like, you can just stack nades on one position.
Yeah.
People just like to have a whinge.
Ooh.
Okay.
Huh. Well, Moe got a collab as well, so it's kind of fair, right? That was like a double, triple wink with the Glock. Looks might be able to do some damage here. Or
again, that wall strikes. Getting thrown over this one.
Yep. So that's some damage. Orb's not going to be retrievable. That will have to be repurchased. But iSleep know that they have control of the bomb, so there's no real need for them to try and chase over towards B. Tot is having a bit of a look.
That's a peak.
We'll go down to the P250. So 2 guns lost, one of them being the AWP. Bit of a reinvestment required now for iSleep. So their money doesn't quite build up as much as it could have off of that round.
Three players towards B for iSleep. Molly close. Ooh. Nice pick from Panic. Denies that offline. Only Todd at A here. He's going to burn the Molly straight away. There is decent control over towards B, but it's just going to be the hard rotation. They're going to completely leave that B side. At least I thought they were going to. Dirty is just re-smoking deep Banana. Then he's going to hard rotate A. I like this read. It's a force-up bracket from the tees.
Not a bad start, though, for Noisia.
It's actually a 4v4 on A here.
Ferg just gets around the corner in time, re-peaks and wins the aim duel against Panic. Probably not an aim duel that he might have expected to win, but I guess he was the one that decided to take the peak, so backed himself.
They've actually rotated off A now.
Well, still enough here on the bomb site to deal with the offensive that Wide Swing is going to bring. Dirty's in a great spot, but Iron through the flash gets him. Oh. And Noisia also spamming the smoke. He just needs one more bullet. Not able to land. Ferg and Noisia, though, 2 vs 2, definitely a winnable scenario for either team.
Couple flashes still left on the offense here, but both of them very, very low. They're going to have to hit some clean aim duels. Creeping up dig, both CTs. Iron has the off-angle potential. All might just low cold. That's a nice peek.
Berg in the 1v1. Would be a big round from him. A triple kill to win it, but All Might stays steady on the bomb site. Will get the 1v1, and that's Wide Swing with their 4th.
It's going to soft reset iSleep. Good round to be winning on the T side. Ferg Forces, well aware that the economy is quite fragile on that T side. They're going to try and break their money here. They're pretty low on the util. See if they're going to do anything different. That's a nice Molotov on top, but it's just a straight rush up B to Ferg. CZ gets a lot of damage done. Noisier can't do anything though.
Still got Moe over towards B, so not completely undefended. Gets the smoke down and decides to push past it.
Second mid balcony. Tot could have some freebies here.
Oh, the timing.
No.
He might have just seen a glimpse. I think Dirty's prepared. Tot's going to rotate down into Boiler, but he's been spotted out. Timing's just no good. I mean, what that round could have been for Tot. But alas, will not be.
That's a nightmare. There's so many good opportunities, so many good timings that iSleep could have hit in that round. 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah.
And that would have been a reset on Wide Swing. Opportunity's gone, begging, and now Wide Swing 4 players surviving. We'll be picking up their 5th round, building up that money. iSleep's going to be on the single reset, and even when they're done with that, no guarantee they're going to be able to put together a fantastic buy.
Wide Swing having a pretty good time here on Inferno. Not as good of a start as we saw on Dust 2. And given what we've seen in Nuke and Dust 2 up to this point, I'm not prepared to say that I think this map is over by any means, and nor am I prepared to say that I think Wide Swing has kind of done enough just yet. Normally 5-2 is a great start, and I'd sort of been, at this point, singing the praises of the team that's up 5-2, but iSleep has shown a tendency today to be pretty sticky, keeping themselves in these maps.
There you go, Valhalla's on the board.
And Moe, with the only gun in the round for the CT side, is not going to take part in the round anymore. Dirty did retrieve the M4, and now might have a bit of a chance to turn the round back on its head for iSleep. That said, bomb's still on T-spawn. B-bomb site starting to be explored now. And I would say that iSleep are going to have a difficult time defending that because they aren't even there. They're on the rotate, but might be just a little bit too late. Which will be the case.
Good pick through the smoke from Dirty. Bit of extra free picks there. It's like Tot going to be baiting these 2 US peers. Dirty follows up as well as they try to retake up Banana. Pretty good trades there. Noisy could get his hands on a Krieg. That's beautiful. Making it expensive for Wide Swing and recovering 2 rifles. But needs to come into fruition at some point. You've got to see iSleep trying to get up towards that 6-7 rounds after a start like this.
Two of the guns saved through for iSleep, so yeah, I mean, again, we see it all the time on Inferno, but it can become a pretty nasty prospect. Nice work from All Might. If he fires up here in this second map, I mean, 9-4, it's kind of safe to say that he's already performing pretty well. Did I say second? Third map. Look, I just want more Counter-Strike. If he fires up in this third map, though, Wide Swing are going to be pretty tough to beat.
Nana taken by iSleep. Noisy will be left to jump spot as Ferg gets on the rotate back towards the A side of the map. Moe on the line towards Deke, drops a molly on mid. Looks like Wide Swing getting ready for the cart bust. Tot's going to be the main man in position, but drops the smoke at a decent time. Doesn't go for the one-way, actually. And they're just going to go straight out of cart regardless. Does dodge both flashes. That's gorgeous stuff from him.
Yeah, decent spray there as well. And it combines with Dirty, who on the site is able to grab one. Actually, it wasn't on the site. Moe's the one on the site. That means there's 3 over here from iSleep. But Moe can't get anything done. It was such a good start for iSleep. But Iron now steps up. Panic's gotten a kill. And we might well see a 7th for Wide Swing. Noisy is in a tough spot now, being spotted as well. That just makes the crossfire even more difficult to deal with. I mean, surely you just got to try and get out of here as Noisier, which he will be able to do. But just another one where you have to save, and which means you have to give up the round. When you're down 6-2, now 7-2, this is not a fun time.
Theory, that's a round they should have got.
Yeah.
Iron just gets an unbelievable 3k though. Had 4 on that site.
7-2. Buy is going to be pretty bad for iSleep as well. Tot can get a rifle, but not much utility behind it, so he ends up going back to a FAMAS, which, yes, I guess is still a rifle, but not the one he wants.
Nice pick from Moe. Wide Swing taking some bracket control, but already lost that initial pick. What a shot from All Might over the top of the smoke. He just charges straight up Nana, channeling Zywoo right now.
Noisier unchecked. Uh-oh. You can't miss those. You cannot miss those.
Oh!
All Might is just going to continue to put iSleep in the ground. Bomb has rotated across as well. That's insane.
Not even aware of that extra player. He assumes that it's just the solo AWPer towards the site. Now a 3v2 retake. 2 of these players very low for iSleep. Moe smoking off Nana side, but Todd is coming up behind that smoke. Dirty's still got a flash. Molly on Moe. They can flash Todd out of this Nana smoke. There it is.
Hasn't been checked just yet. He's actually not out of the smoke. All Might's going to see his gun barrel. No, he's not. That was on GoTV side. Iron has to do it himself. Moe's going to touch the bomb. Iron peeks. He wins the aim battle anyway. But time was really of the essence there for Moe. Iron gets away as well with his life. Man, that is just another one for Wide Swing where you just think like, oh, iSleep could have won that.
Yeah, but it's Iron again. Iron and All Might.
Iron and All Might. No more iron deficiency.
It's Iron efficiency.
Efficiency. Can't get too much done rushing down Banana with a CZ. There's a fair bit of utility for iSleep to play with here, but it seems that they want to kind of push the issue. They're taking a few of these aim duels. Moe's pushing now into apartments. Dirty, Noisier, and Tot are going to have to do it themselves.
Oh, pretty cruisy anti-eco. Already got the first 2 initial kills. Now just heading back towards A, where there are no CTs awaiting them. 9 rounds already on T side. Oh, lordy.
Seems like it's going to be more than 9.
Maybe we shouldn't put the team called I Sleep in the later game. What do you reckon?
That may not be a bad idea.
Triple the kills for Valhalla in that round. 3 out of 3 of his kills have been in these anti-ecos. Big impact.
Yep.
He's literally straight up in Floor's backpack right now.
So is, I mean, most of the team, let's be real. They only got through Dust 2 because of All Might.
Triple nade, top mana, doesn't get any damage done. Moe's trying to maneuver around these molly flames and the HEs. Where is that damage coming from on All Might and Iron? That must have been grenades.
It would have had to have been.
The nade from Noisy up. Must have been a great one. That's got to be only one nade. 120 damage on 3 different players with 1 HE. Because Ferg wasn't over there, and Moe had his scope in.
Ferg did have a nade, but if he wasn't over on B, then yeah, Noisier was the only one there that had a nade.
Right. Oh, still a smoke and molly here for Moe over towards the B side of the map. Bracket pressure has come out from both Valhalla and Iron, and haven't really got too much done, but definitely putting some pressure on as Iron throws out that wrap smoke. Be the duel between him and Ferg on this jungle side. Looking like they want to go for a B split. Noisy has been boosted up towards the new box position. Moe's still got a smoke and a Molotov.
I think just for clarity, Moe got a wallbang onto All Might, and the nade did the damage onto Iron and Panic. But either way, still a good nade. And not a bad start there for Ferg.
Molly holds those players at B at bay for the time being.
Well, these B players now just have to commit. Like, there's nowhere else to go. Moe is going to grab the kill onto Blix. This is going to be too easy, and finally a round for iSleep. And what a nice round to win as well with 5 guns alive. Maybe there is still another story for this first half. Can't really count out iSleep.
Yeah, we've seen so many teams get on a bit of a roll, and then things quickly turn around. All Might, Panic, Valhalla all emptying the bank accounts with very little loss bonus to fall back on. So if they do lose a round like this, it's going to be expensive. Nice
again.
What is this? Got that God util usage.
Well, I wonder what his utility damage is.
I'm sure we'll find out. Ooh. Good pick from Moe, getting rid of one of the big players for wide swing in a critical round where they could reset them.
Mm-hmm.
First of many steps to getting yourself 6 rounds.
Well, Ferg is starting to do a bit of damage now as well. He's rotating all over the map. He was on A, now in Banana, but...
Iron, what? This man's on fire this game. Valhalla comes out of apps and gets that freebie onto Todd as well.
It's ridiculous. Panic gets dirty.
And now Iron doesn't even need to go B, he just rotates back. How has that fallen apart?
You just think, like, that round is already over. Like, the CTs have won, but then no.
That's insane from Iron. He's had so many rounds this map where he's done that. That's just vintage. Like, that gets me excited again. Because before I was like, when Iron was playing on wide swing in split 1, I was like, he's just memeing it.
Yeah.
Like, he's just on autopilot. But now he's actually, like, gaming.
So instead of wide swing being reset, it is iSleep that will have the loss attributed to them. But they do have a significant amount of loss bonus, so they do get a fair bit of cash there.
They will be self-reset if they lose this round, though, Jordan.
Well, I'm sure if that happens, they can ask a special someone to send them some money from Western Union. Because Western Union does let you send money all over the world. You can even know your exchange rate and fee up front.
No obligation to send. That is the dream.
It's true.
People like me who get caught out by fees every now and then. Either way, seems as though iSleep are kind of getting caught out a little bit here, right? They're getting into winnable positions. And then some magic happens. There's really not much that they can do about it, it seems.
Here's a Nana retake. Push wide swing back for a minute. "55 seconds. Fair amount of control of banana, some control of brackets. It's a lean towards B side for iSleep. Bomb seems to be going A side though. That peek towards jungle probably seals the deal for wide swing.
Well, 3-on-1 into the A bomb site. Tot is going to try and hold, but won't be able to. And the only way this turns around is if Moe pushes through the smoke, which he knows that he has to do. It's a good shot to dispatch of Iron, but it's not really going to help all that much because the rotations are quicker for the T side than they are for CT. Plex gets 3. Wide swing's at 11. We look at the Western Union economy. Spend money around the world with Western Union. A lot of money being spent by Panic. 4,400 in the half.
Flashes on the line for the T side. Almost get some picks. Smoke will get thrown down as the pressure does definitely mount on these CTs. All Might on the line could definitely get himself a freebie if one of the CTs shows their face. Through the corner of that smoke. Top very much caught out here. Doesn't want to go down. Does go down to Panic though. All Might tries to creep through the smoke. Unbelievable he's been able to get away with that. And Iron actually capitalized. Almost kills Noisier on the tail end of his spray there.
Just seems like nothing can go right for iSleep at the moment. Everything they try to do. Is there a hole in that smoke? Yes. Iron wasn't spotted though. And so Noisy is going to go down. Moe might go down here as well. Does end up winning that aim duel.
Just so much impact though. Essentially killed 2, almost 3 people. Last player trying to fast flank through Nana. Unbelievable. What a half from Iron in some of those critical rounds, but across the board, pretty good performance from Wide Swing. 12 and 3 on the T side of Inferno. That's insane.
Yeah, you can't really complain about that one, can you? So iSleep, geez, I don't know how they get out of this one. Like, yeah, okay, you can get the pistol win. Probably puts you up to 5, maybe 6. Wide Swing's moving on to CT side, so probably puts you up to 6, unless they force buy in the second and win that. Well, let's, for the sake of argument, give them the 3. 12-6. First gun round, you have to win really clean, otherwise your economy's cooked. I don't know if I see it happening here.
Jordan Mays is giving me the sour milk face. That means it's not happening.
Do you remember what you said to me at the start of today's broadcast?
What did I say to you?
Before the start of the broadcast?
I think so.
I asked you, what are we going to do today, Pilly?
Try to survive, I think.
And you said, you know, I think the only thing we can do is don't give up.
Don't give up.
And we're not giving up.
I haven't given up. I'm actually enjoying this game. I'm loving watching some All Might chucking everyone in his backpack gameplay. And Iron bring in some, what would it be? 2017 form?
Yeah, whenever he was on, what team was he on before he was on Avant?
Brain's really hurting. I'll just go on HLTV. There's a website for that.
I'm not sure that team would be even on HLTV. but he was okay in Avant. I know that he was the standout there, though. He was supposed to be.
Avant, Atletico, Legacy, Corvidae, Chiefs.
Yeah, so it doesn't actually track before he was in Avant. Well, Blix is starting off the pistol pretty nicely for wide swing. The rest, however, have not connected their shots. Valhalla jumps up and down, which makes it a little easier for Moe. And unless Iron does some first half things... Uh-oh. Yeah. Round's probably going to go the way of iSleep here.
All Might's just making money for his AWP fund for later.
There is going to be a force buy from wide swing. At least Panic thinks, though, that there will be. So he has elected to make that decision for the team. Buying first. Now the rest buy behind it. Full pistols. Lots of smokes. HE nade. Some flashes of good work here for wide swing. iSleep definitely do not want to be caught napping.
All Might's just full save for the AWP. He's keen to take over this map once we get to that point. Yeah, just walk through the smoke, why not? What a madman. He almost kills Noisier doing that as well.
I think that was a USP only for All Might.
Yeah, it was.
And so if he even has like a deagle there,
yeah,
it's probably the end of Noisier.
Well, it's going to be 3 players over here towards B. A couple counter flashes as well. Recipe for success here for wide swing. They're able to hit a couple good shots, a couple good counter flashes. You know how this one goes.
Yep. Iron has a flash. Blix has a flash. Panic has a deagle. Recipes for success are there. Let's see how this goes. Flash is going to be tossed first by Iron to allow him to push through the smoke, which he does, but also gets flashed by Ferg in the meanwhile. Still, they haven't spotted Panic, but with a deagle, the chances of the multi-frag there, a little unlikely. So he's only able to get one, which is going to mean that iSleep do probably convert this round fairly cleanly.
That's a very noisy chicken.
That is a really noisy chicken. Do you know, I used to live very close to someone who had a rooster, which would crow at all hours of the morning. And I don't even live like, you know, out near farm.
Паник!
Like that.
Один kill.
I'm living out in the outback. But I live in Sydney, you know? I live in the city.
Wait, I thought you were talking about in Queensland.
No. See what I mean? I live in the city.
Is this in the suburb you're currently in?
No, the previous suburb, which is not a rural suburb. I was 5 minutes for walk from a train station. Can I just ask, who in their right mind has a rooster in suburban Sydney? Can you please explain that to me? Why do you even need a rooster? Keeping me up at 5 AM in the morning. I can't believe it. Anyway, that was a long time ago. I'm not really salty about it anymore. I just have this thing about chickens now.
Not a fan of the rooster team.
No. No. There's a good reason for that.
Bracket stack from wide swing with the flashbang on All Might. And Valhalla's over on that B side with the Deagle armor. Flash into mid, doesn't get anything done. That's shown all the wide swings cards. iSleep. They've seen them. They're just going straight into B.
I do love the banana 5-7.
Oh, did you see that dink?
Yeah. Sadly, it was with the USP, so no kill confirmed.
See that thing?
Yeah. I mean, with an AK, I can't really hit things with an AK.
We've been through this, Jordan.
That's the best skin in the game. That banana.
What do you like so much about it?
You're shooting a banana gun.
Pretty lazy though.
Really?
It's just he's just shoved a JPEG on a gun. The JPEG of a banana on a gun. Wow, if he had a kit, he probably could have had that. Picked up an AK though.
Just saying, a banana gun is pretty sick. Someone should make a finger gun.
Yeah. What skin would you put it on?
What gun, you mean?
What gun?
What do I put it on? Has to be a pistol. Oh, dual Berettas. Dual Berettas.
Beretta.
Has to be dualies. And then you're going... and your fingers are going up and down.
Genius.
First gun round of the half for Wide Swing. A important one for iSleep. That is going to be a good start for All Might. With the AWP, the primary AWP, Blix also just as the flash pump. Oh, wow! He's even gotten two. The aim's on point for Wide Swing at the moment. 4 versus 2. Moe and Ferg are just wondering what on earth has happened to our boys. Well, they're having a nap. Till the end of this round.
Oh, a whole lot. Slow, he goes down.
Still 2 on the bomb side though. But
Oh,
wow,
oh, they're
Ferg.
turning it around.
He's seen what Plix has done and he's decided, I can do it as well.
One apiece on each side. All Might and Panic. Getting nervous, shifting around.
Might have been playing Counter-Strike for 45 years already, but he can still frag.
It's true. We've got at least 72 years of counter-striking experience between these two individuals. There's no way they don't win this 2-on-2.
Yeah. A lot of utility for Panic. So if for some reason iSleep gives away their position here, he can drop a smoke, he can drop a molly, chuck a HE nade at him.
No, he's just going to hide at sandbags, Jordan.
But he can also do that.
Is he checked? Ferg.
Surely he's checked.
Oh,
They've got
there
time.
it is. It's the experience. It's the experience factor.
72 years of experience in one man.
Between them.
No, but Ferg has 72 years.
How much has Moe got?
0, obviously, in this calculation.
Seems a bit off. Well, I'll tell you what, All Might's a talented youngster. He doesn't care about years of experience, but he probably should. What is that, a 4K from Ferg? Is that an ace? All I know is that was sick. They were down and out, Jordan. They were down and out. They were 4-on-2, staring down, potentially getting soft reset or going into a bad buy at 13-6 scoreline.
And now they're
Now
back.
they're up 12-7 going anti-eco.
And I've just been informed by Wooly that there is indeed a finger gun skin for the P2000 called Handgun. And that just goes to show how much I know about CSGO skins. So thank you for that, Wooly. But I still maintain that the dual Berettas is a better idea. Now, Pili, we did just see a nice comeback from iSleep to potentially stop them from being put onto an eco. But they have lost the first player in this anti-eco against All Might's Deagle. So I'm not sure I'm going to say they're out of the woods just yet.
Look, all I'm saying is Oh, I see it. I was really struggling to see it, but now I see it. Can confirm.
Yeah.
It's not great.
It's not what I was
That's
hoping
not a
for,
great
if
skin.
I'm being honest.
Honestly, chuck that on something else so I can see it better.
It does have a finger, but it's not like a finger gun, you know?
Not the best.
Well, here we go into the B-bomb site. Wide Swing with 2 players there, although one is behind a smoke. Panic a 1-for-1 with the Deagle. Pretty damn good.
All Might's at coils. Valhalla could just lose his marbles and charge straight through this smoke.
He might actually get the timing right. Moe's gone and had a look back at B. Nana.
Mr. B Nana.
Yeah, I just was saying B, and then I was like, wait, it's actually banana, so I'm just going to go with it. Oh my god.
That's no laughing matter. Even tag Moe there. A little bit higher, and that's a headshot as well.
8 to 12. iSleep continue to keep themselves in the discussion.
Why is that so funny? Biggie Nana.
Well, it's like, you know what I'm thinking, B1?
What's that, B2?
Don't forget to get vitamin B12.
Yeah, B1 and 2. That's a lot of power. No man should hold that much power. There's a Nana take from iSleep. Walking their way up. Panic and Iron. They got the Molotov. They got one smoke. Ooh. Tots burned his little toes. But here we go. It's going to be this B hit. Smoke on coils. Smoke on CT.
Smoke's available for Iron.
Oh,
but he's
Iron's
not holding
walking
it.
in.
Ooh, Panic's going to flash him. This
That's
is not
going to go
be good.
behind him.
Yeah, it's going to go behind him. Moe's ready. No worries at all. And so Panic knows he's in trouble here. He's going to chuck a flash out. Going to try and do what he can to delay. Unlikely that he will be able to last too long, though, because there is a horde of Ts headed in his direction. So that's another pretty good round on the T side for iSleep.
Flashes have no effect to All Might. Would agree with you, though. Keeping it simple, but effective. Quick little Nana hit. I do think, though, if that flash was left side instead of high over the roof for that deep logs player, that may or may not have been a 2 or 3K. Wasn't keeping my eye too closely on whether someone was anti-flash there. But I'll give iSleep the benefit of the doubt and say there was someone anti-flash. I still think in the positions that they were in, all clustered up like that, that's probably at least a 2K. If that flash is high left.
Can have a look at the Western Union spend tracker here, which allows us to track how the spending and purchasing has been going for the two teams throughout this this half has gone. And with Western Union, you can send your money all over the world. Very, very good stuff. Nine to 12. And again, it's the T side that's earning the more cash than the CT side. No real surprises this time.
We got a technical pause and Moe hasn't purchased anything, so I'm just going to put 2 and 2 together and say there's probably bird poo on his monitor.
Well, I'd say the power might be out in the garage, maybe.
Tapes come loose on the headset.
Wasn't a long pause, though. That's always good to see. 9 to 12. Honestly, I didn't expect this map to be going this long. Wide Swing were just dominating that first half, but it kind of goes to show what I always talk about is that you really can't count your chickens before they hatch. It's always the tale of two halves or the tale of two maps, you know. How different this game looks when you just look at the two halves in separation. It's unbelievable.
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 Comes the carp explode.
Moiser goes out first. Probably aware of the position of Plix on the bomb site, which was where he was shot from.
Easy as you like.
But yeah, those are good entries from iSleep, and Wide Swing has to save again.
They're looking good. They're looking tight. Well drilled. Other adjectives and descriptive words. When was the last time All Might got to see somebody with the AWP before the site was just busted onto?
It's a good point. Which is like crazy because iSleep
were not having a good time playing around the AWP on Dust 2 or the AWPs. But here on Inferno, they definitely have had a better crack at it. Another buy for the CT side. All Might will have an AWP. It was probably dropped on the ground for him. So we have another pause. Is it a snack pause? Is it? Because that's what I want it to be.
Spiritual pause.
All right. What about a power nap pause? I'll be back in 30 seconds.
Jordan's actually napping. It's me and you guys. Technical pause for wide swing. We're back, Jordan. Wake up. Jordan.
That's good. That's good. I'm ready. Let's go.
He hasn't opened his eyes yet.
Oh, we got another technical pause. We're not back. You lied to me.
You saw the timer ticking down. Come on, man.
I didn't. I didn't have my eyes open.
Fair. Like lost in space.
Yeah. It kind of is. If you closed your eyes and went to sleep to this music, you'd probably dream about some sort of science fiction-esque thing, aliens. I don't know, what do you reckon?
All I know is I closed my eyes for a couple seconds there and I was slowly head tilting to the side. So let's not do that again.
So we're back into the game, which is good to see.
Man, that's a lot of money on the T side, Jordan.
It was 11-4, by the way, at the end of the first half. Now 12-10.
I feel like that's something you'd spam in Twitch. 11-4, by the way.
11-4, by the way. 11-4, by the way. Forehead. Was it 11-4 or 12-3?
It was something. All I'm saying is All Might seen somebody with the AWP.
I think it was 12-3. Actually, I'm wrong. It was 12-3. So that's even worse.
I haven't won a round.
Could win this one. Better start. All Might gets the pick.
Yep, but they're just going straight up bracket into that A site. That's a good smoke, though. They want to slow them down. Potential's still there for iSleep. Just roll into one of these sites, hit a couple quick entries, and get it done. They don't want to go back towards bracket side, though. Smoke deep on the wrap. Molotov up deep. Oh, HE grenade. That's not a Molotov. And they walk towards B. They haven't made any noise just walking up this close. Are they going to just hard execute, or will it be the straight contact? Iron's got that Molotov still to fall back on. Here's the smokes into the site. Double molly on the choke point.
Yeah, you can't make that work, can you? Surely
Oh,
not. Well,
what?
apparently they do. They find a way. Noisia again steps up. And he's gotten control of the bomb site. 14 seconds. The bomb plant will go down.
Panic's gone down to 2 HP after spamming through there. No utility for the CTs here. All the Ts need to do is just swing off each other correctly and play the contact.
Yeah, how do you retake this? Noisia and Tot both in the same position as well, which is going to make life even more difficult, even more confusing for Wide Swing. And yet, somehow, they're starting to walk their way in. Valhalla in a 1v1. He's got 100 HP reload.
Oh,
The USP comes out and gets the
No
job
kit.
done.
oh, there it is.
He does have a kit. And 13-10 is going to be the scoreline. I don't believe it. They've got a retake with not a single piece of utility.
Just that initial opening duel going their way. Definitely was the key. It was far from clean. There was some cake shots in there. For sure.
God, I could go for some cake.
What kind?
Chocolate.
I think Tash has a chocolate Guinness cake sitting at home, if you
Wow.
want.
It's pretty extreme.
Oh no, I can't come over and eat that though. Didn't want to drink and drive.
It's all cooked out, Jordan. Okay. Anyway, that's not the only thing that's cooked right now.
That's what I was gonna say.
Aggressive utility up banana. Nice sleep. They grab some control there. Nice flash onto the line. Pushes All Might off. Forces the smoke out at 120. That's a good timing for Ferg
That's
to
a
spam.
very good timing.
Spam straight through the smoke.
Ferg's been pretty impressive on this map, I'll say that. Good on you, Ferg. Good on you, George. George Ferguson, if anyone doesn't know. Look him up on HLTV. Been around the block a little while.
You still want to... Still same sentiments, or...
I mean, you can still look him up on HLTV. He'll still
Where
be
was
there.
that smoke meant to go from All Might, by the way? Because it just went behind sandbags.
I didn't see him throw it.
Either way. It's a bus straight up. Deek side. Great spot for Valhalla. Easy cleanup. How? How has Noisy hit that again?
He's an animal. Flexes as well. MP9 gets 2 kills, upgrade to an SMG.
14 for wide swing.
Money's looking pretty rough for iSleep as well. Moe's not going to be able to afford an AWP here unless he gets a drop. Noisy is also a little bit down there. I say that, and then I look all the way down and I see Tot's got 10k, so let's just disregard what I was saying. Money's fine. Couple in a row, though, for wide swing, and maybe that confidence starts to come back a little. Attack pause.
These rounds have been close. You can see the effect of it on Wide Swing's economy. Still under 1k on 4 of their players. So if they were going to lose a round like this, it would be an expensive one to do. Be a good one for iSleep to take away. Push up to 12 rounds. Get their money rolling. Still, there's enough room here for Wide Swing to build up that loss bonus towards the end of the game.
Yep.
It's a good position for them. Great flashes. Ferg again opens things up, but can they maintain that advantage? They threw away that pick earlier. Ferg again, he's so close to the scope of All Might. Surely not again. They just go straight in off the back of the pick. I absolutely love it.
He's going to back away All Might, but there is a hole in that smoke that he can work with. Panic's hanging around as well. It's both of the AWPs on the bomb side here. All Might throws the molly. Does get a good timing on that. But don't do too much. Plix does grab Ferg. That must have been through the smoke, through the hole in the smoke. And winnable round for both sides right now. 4 versus 4. The retake. Dirty. Gets a spam through the smoke and a second. The headshots are certainly there for iSleep. Panic, well, there's not much that he can do. Really not anywhere that he can even go.
What a disgusting way to win a round like that. I mean, credit to them. Great flash and entry to start things off. They keep it simple and just roll straight into that site. But those 2 spams through smoke, living up to his name there. That's like a critical round for that to happen as well, because they just soft reset the CTs and won the round clean as you like. Plenty of players surviving, plenty of money building up. So yeah, you could say, sure, they're going to win that round anyway, but are they going to win it with 4 players surviving? Are they going to stop the CTs from saving any guns? Could go on and on. Again, just solid util. Stack towards B side this time. All Might tries to walk through the smoke. Ferg deals with him. Good stuff. Try to keep this as clean as possible if you're iSleep.
Might not be the easiest of tasks if they end up hitting the B bomb site here.
Panic does get one with the USP. So that's one gun that's retrievable for the CTs if they can hold on to it, although that's a difficult task. Panic's got it in hand now. Tot is the one that's challenging. I don't know if he may be going down here. Panic retrieves a gun for his teammate there, Iron. You can't quite... Oh, he has picked it up. Never mind.
He's got him locked down in theory. Got him contained in. Wouldn't want to let the CTs be saving these extra guns, especially you're looking at the money of Valhalla and Plix. Those are guys that you don't want to be giving extra utility to. Does Noisier check this off angle? He does indeed. Excellent shot from him. Can he clean up Iron? That's a bit of early spam from Iron. Surely should be an easy game duel for Noisier to be winning here. It's out Moe. That's going to be expensive for iSleep, but at least they don't let Wide Swing hold on to any guns. Reinvesting into this round for iSleep should be okay. A little more costly than they were looking for. Will this be the single or double AWP for Wide Swing? Double AWP. Technical pause.
Love a good technical pause at 1 AM in the morning.
Didn't last long. Never mind. I feel like I'm jinxing it at this point.
Anything you say can and will be used against you. Murphy's Law as well. If it can happen, it will.
Bringing all the laws out.
8 overtimes can happen, Billy.
Is overtime law civil or criminal law?
It's outlawed. Now we got a technical pause for iSleep. Wasn't it just Wide Swing that tech paused?
Yeah, I know it was iSleep.
Oh, was it? I thought it was... whatever. I'm being trolled.
So it's some kind of vigilante justice system, overtime law.
Double
Like in
AWP
Red Dead.
setup. All Might and Panic.
That's right. Those are the players that have the orbs. You're not wrong. All Might's in a good position, but the flashes have been good in this part of the map. Utility usage has been great to keep a lot of these players on iSleep alive. That is not what they were doing before, though.
They're getting a little bit too confident, maybe.
I think he had Moe to set him up last time, and this time Moe's on the AWP, posted down mid, so... Old mate who was keeping him going with the util wasn't there this time. Still a pretty aggressive hold towards bracket. Plix in particular. In a pretty forward position here. That nade could be money. Gorgeous.
Money, money, money.
This bracket. It's something. What are iSleep going to do with it, though? That's the question. It's like they're creeping rap side. Going to try and pinch A from multiple directions. Will there be a smoke on Arch here to stop them from getting AWP'd? Looks like there will be. Jump across too early, though. They will lose 2 players.
That's rough. This is what's going to put Wide Swing onto match point unless Dirty and Noisier can do something special. And Noisier has been really good at pulling iSleep out of sticky situations, but this is just a little too much. And 3 match points for Wide Swing. They had a similar scoreline. In fact, I think it was even better on Dust 2 to finish the map off, and they couldn't do that. It ended up going to overtime before they inevitably did win. But here's another chance for Wide Swing.
Spam from All Might. Oh, he's so close to going down. Does go down to the spam through the wall. That's a horrendous pick to be losing.
Remember, this is an elimination match as well, so whoever does end up losing this, and it's looking like it could be iSleep, is out of ANZ Champs for Split 2. And this would mean iSleep only got to play 2 matches this season of ANZ Champs, but sometimes that's how it is. 15 and 12 with a 2-player advantage. Wide Swing poised to take the match.
All Might's already got 2 picks. He's shutting iSleep out of this game. Potential for a third for the man. Posted on the line. Ready for Tot. Tags him through the wall. Smoke comes out.
Oh, leg shot from All Might, but it's not really allowing iSleep into the bomb site too easily, is it? Dirty and Noisia are the last 2 that remain. Bomb plant is going to go down, but 4 versus 2. Trying to hold this one, it's going to be difficult for iSleep. We did see that happen on Dust 2 at one point, but I don't know that it's quite as easy on Inferno B as it is on Dust 2B, particularly not when Valhalla takes your head off. Noisy is down, Dirty is down, and Wide Swing will win the series. 16-12 on the final map. It was double overtime on Dust 2. Wide Swing progress. And unfortunately for iSleep, we say goodbye to them in ANZ Champs Split 2. They didn't have a particularly long run, but at least they had a bit of a run, which, you know, for some teams, obviously they haven't even managed to qualify, so there is that. But yeah, a rough end, of course, for iSleep after a very, very long game for them.
Yeah, I mean, all I would say for Wide Swing, though, is just, you know, a couple of talented players coming together and playing some no-nonsense Counter-Strike. Pretty simplistic, but when you've got the individuals playing well and you're throwing some basic common sense utility and just using some simple strategies, it can be good enough to beat some of these middle-of-the-rung teams and put yourself in a decent spot in ANZ Champs. So that's always good to see. It's always good to see some individual form.
Yeah, obviously they're going to have to look forward and see what they've got further ahead for themselves, whether they can make a run through that lower bracket. They'll be trying to do that against Paradox, which also is another one of those teams that has looked pretty good in the lower bracket. So definitely a difficult ask, and we'd also have to look towards our matches next week and see what the other teams that are going to be getting knocked down into the lower bracket are going to look like, because all 4 of those teams in the upper bracket, as far as I'm concerned, are looking pretty scary as well. This second split, with all the teams being so close together, does really seem like it is going to be one where it will be quite difficult to call how and where every team is going to drop and go out and maybe progress as well as a result. Again, with the exception probably being Chiefs. This is the bracket as it stands.
Yeah.
We would say Chiefs should probably win this season, but, you know, Ground Zero, definitely a team that can give them a run for their money on their day. So if we were to theorize here for a moment, Pilly, we probably would say Airborne drops down against Rooster. Is that fair to say, or do you give that to Airborne?
That's up in the air.
So that's 50-50. I'm just going to say let's put Airborne down in the lower bracket for the sake of argument. They would then go against Wide Swing, and Ground Zero, I'd expect, probably would lose against Chiefs, so they would face against Paradox. Now, Ground Zero Paradox, we've already seen in the split 1 bracket.
Rematch.
So that would be a good rematch if we got that one. And Wide Swing Airborne, that one I think is really up in the air as well.
I think Airborne would have that one. But then again, I would probably have said something similar about iSleep. Yeah, these are a lot of matches that are hard to call. They're pretty up in the air. They're pretty form dependent, and see other teams sort of come in. I think the thing that really I see from this bracket is just how many heavy hitters we still have in the upper bracket. And, you know, even when you're looking at the Airborne and Rooster teams, there's potential for them to come back into the lower bracket and beat any of those teams either. So it's nothing straightforward. Everything's still up in the air. I guess we'll have to see how it plays out, and there's definitely going to be a very close contest for that last spot at LAN. I don't know if I'm able to really, you know, 100% conclusively call it here, especially because Ground Zero are going to go pretty down to Chiefs pretty early, I would assume.
I mean, but either way, like, if it's Ground Zero that goes down, you still think that they're probably a solid chance. If Chiefs go down, then that's even still another question mark for those other teams as well. So a lot of questions to answer when we do get into next week. That's obviously the end of tonight's broadcast. Like we've got all of the matches done for week 1. Is this where you expected things to be at this point?
I think it's, again, Skyfire's gone out in fairly quick fashion, which is unfortunate, but
they had
yeah,
a couple
I think,
of tough matches though.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think this is pretty much where I expected. Maybe Paradox, I didn't expect them to go down to Airborne, but apart from that, everything's been pretty much ordinary days at the office.
Ordinary days at the office. It's never an ordinary day at the office when it comes to ANZ champs. We've had so many overtimes this season, so many close matches this season, but that is the end of week 3. Week 4 will be returning on Monday at 6:30 PM Australian Eastern Daylight Time, so we hope to see you there as we continue through the upper bracket, and we'll keep an eye on how things go here in Split 2. We'll see you then. Go down, which will allow Teal to plant the bomb. Lato is checked. Badonka from a similar position. Is this going to be checked? Well, it will be, but not well enough. Licky said Affinity hits a very nice shot, and now it's off to the races. Anybody's game. Badonka gets... Smoke goes down. What a swing from Herbs. Mizzy's low on HP as well. Has been spotted now as well. This is a free kill. Down to 3 HP now, and he'll continue to look for more. Luke's won the round. He stays bench. He denies the bomb plant with 5 seconds left. Wait, Licky was the one with the bomb. Never mind. He still won't win the round. He's going to win the round. He's won.
Before they did the background of everything else. And was that meant to be like some sick shoreline? Where's my shoreline valve? Really not working.
It's really
today.
slow today. I did get woken up early. Tot as of yet unspotted. He is going to be the difference maker here. Gets one clean shot and a second to finish off All Might. That is very...
It should be a freebie for All Might onto Moe, easy as you like. Oh, Lightswig's turning it back around.
They certainly are.
Turning it back around.
They certainly are. It was always going to be tough against Double Orb. All Might is hitting some great shots. Wait, have you ever tried running backwards? And
it's a bit easier in CS.
Didn't really be a major thorn in the side of why I sleep
For the time being.
Well, these B players now just have to commit. Like, there's nowhere else to go. Moe is going to grab the kill onto Blix. This is going to be too easy, and finally around...
Oh, a whole lot. Slow, he goes down.
Still 2 on the bomb side, though. But wow.
There it is. It's the experience. All Might's a talented youngster. He doesn't care about years of experience, but...
winnable round for both sides right now. 4 versus 4. The retake. Dirty. It's a spam through...
Mr. Murray, have you decided on a name?
We're thinking Callum.
Callum Murray.
Callum Murray.
Callum Murray.
Let's make it Jack.
Drink it through with Dare iced coffee.